Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Jack. This is Jthbooks, and I'm talking slowly because I'm scared, because we're doing the every unread book on my TBR video. I'm scared. I'm terrified. I think this is going to be a mammoth video. I think it's going to be a mammoth task. And I'm scared. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the shelves, like one by one, because I have one here, one here, one here, a book trolley there, one up there, and one there. Because you only really see these two, don't you? But I'm scared. One, it's going to make such a mess. I'm going to have to... but I think I'm going to show you the shelves, and then I will pick everyone off down and bring them down here and show you. But I am scared. I don't know how many I've got in here. I reckon there's going to be like 150 unread books in this room. I wish you could see my room. It's not big. I'm going to include manga as well. Should I stall? Should I stall? How are you all? Are you having a good day? Good. Oh God. Okay. Also, while we're here, make your bets. Make your bets. Like, how many do you think I've got? Say a number to yourself now, and tell me honestly at the end of the video if you think that, and if you were right, if you were close, just let me know how many you think, and we will cry about the number at the end. Oh, I am nervous. But somebody very kindly gave me this video idea. I'll set the comment up there. And it's a great idea, even though you've scared the life out of me. It is a great idea. And this way, if you see a book here that you think, oh, Jack, why have you not read that? I'll slap you if you don't. Don't hurt me. Then let me know in the comments and I'll put it up for a vote. I'll put it in a jar and we'll put it up for a vote. I think it's a good way to do that. If you want that, you don't have to. If you think there's one, if you think there is one I should read from this pile, I'll put it in the vote. You know, it's fine. Okay. I'm going to start with this. I'm going to start with the smallest shelf first because I'm a baby. So, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. This was the easy shelf and it's still taken a rather long time. This is going to be rough. So, I love that little shelf. I love my collector's edition of Jisoo's album. Oh, love it. I love it. I love it. It did fall off when I took these books down, but I pretend it's fine. It's going to be fine. It's not broken. So, from that shelf, from that all the unread ones, we have Something Fabulous by Alexis Hall. A Dash of Salt and Pepper by Kosoko Jackson. I'm So Not Over You by Kosoko Jackson. Glitterland by Alexis Hall. Paris Dalincourt Is About to Crumble by Alexis Hall. Something Wild and Wonderful by Anita Kelly. Meet Q Club by Jack Carbon. And The Secret Lives of Country Gentlemen by K.J. Charles. That was one shelf done. Shall we go on to the next? Okay, let's go on to the next. So that was the shelf that my telly sits on. It's my smaller sort of version of the Billy bookshelves, which you see behind me. On that shelf, I have my mangas. I have sort of a stack of my favourites. The middle shelf is sort of favourites, or I think potential favourites. I don't know why some of them are there, but they are there because I think I'm going to love them. And then you have sort of some series at the bottom, like The Hunger Games. You saw The Hunger Games there. I love The Hunger Games. So let's show you them, shall we? All the ones I haven't read. So we have Boys Run the Riot 1 and Boys Run the Riot 2. Then we have Dick Fight Island and Dick Fight Island 2. And then we have My Love Mix-Up, the series, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have Koi Monogatari, Love Stories 1. Koi Monogatari's Love Stories 2. Restart After Coming Back Home. and Restart After Going Hungry, My Summer Review 1, and My Summer Review 2, There Are Things I Can't Tell You, Only the Flowers Know, Our Dining Table, I Hear the Sunspot Limit 1, I Hear the Sunspot Theory of Happiness, and I Hear the Sunspot Volume 3, Bloom, and The Magic Fish, Deco Boko Sugar Days, Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, Other Names for Love by Tamor Sumru, The Seven Moons of Mali Amida by Shihan Karnataka, After Sappho by Shelby Lynn Warts, and Love in the Big City by Sang Young Park. Then we have the Illumicrate editions of The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang, The Dragon Republic by R.F. Kuang, and The Burning God by R.F. Kuang, Black Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse, Blade Breaker by Victoria Aveyard, and The Final Strife by Sarah L. Arifi. The shelf you don't see very often. It's got a lot of my translated fiction on, it's got sort of my general fiction on, it's got like some memoirs, some celebrity memoirs up there, so a lot more came off of that than I thought, so let's crack on, shall we? This Much Is True by Miriam Margolyes, My Thoughts Exactly by Lily Allen, I Want to Be Where the Normal People Are by Rachel Bloom, Quite by Claudia Winkleman, Another Country by James Baldwin, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain, and The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, With This Kiss by Kerry Hope Fletcher, Circe by Madeline Miller, The Secret History by Donna Tartt, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams, Boy Parts by Eliza Clark, A Thousand Splendid Suns by Khaled Hosseini, When God Was a Rabbit by Sarah Winman, A Year of Marvelous Ways by Sarah Winman, An American Marriage by Tari Jones, Homegoing by Yar Gassi, Blonde Roots by Bernardine Evaristo, Mr. Loverman by Bernardine Evaristo, The Emperor's Babe by Bernardine Evaristo, Exciting Times by Nisha Dolan, The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin, The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafron, The 40 Rules of Love by Elif Shafak, Kindred by Octavia E. Butler, Parable of the Sower by Octavia E. Butler, The Sweetness of Water by Nathan Harris, Swing Time by Zadie Smith, Sorrow and Bliss by Meg Mason, The Trees by Percival Everett, A Gentleman in Moscow by Amor Towles, The Glass Hotel by Emily St. John Mandel, The Mercies by Kieran Milgood Hargrave, A Tale for the Time Being by Ruth Ozeki, The Book of Form and Emptiness by Ruth Ozeki, The Mermaid of Black Conch by Monique Roffey, The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy, Sharks in the Time of Saviours by Chloe Strom Washburn, Washington Black by Essie Adujan, The Faculty of Dreams by Sarah Stritzberg, I Love Dick by Chris Kraus, The Deloriad by Missouri William, Hurricane Season by Fernanda Melchor, Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead by Olga Tokarczuk, and The Book of Jacobs by Olga Tokarczuk, Lonely Castle in the Sky by Mizuki Tsujimara, Beautiful Star by Yukio Mishima, Solo Dance by Lee Katomi, Curse Bunny by Bora Chung, The Forest of Wall and Steel by Natsu Miyashita. Quick confession, if the lighting is different, if the angle is different, when I was filming this, somebody came home, so I had to stop, and it is now 6 days later. 6 days. But I'm wearing the same shirt, so you wouldn't notice, but then I thought, everything's a bit different. So I just started to be honest. Gotta be honest. So let's just pick up where we left off, because there are still so many books to go. Before the Coffee Gets Cold, Tales from the Cache by Takazu Kawaguchi, The 10 Loves of Mr. Nishimo by Hiromi Kawakami, Must I Go by Yinin Lee, The Travelling Cat Chronicles by Hiro Arikara, Kim Ji-young, born 1982 by Cho Nam-jo, Kitchen by Banana Yoshimoto, Pachinko by Nim Jin Lee, How We Disappear by Jing Jing Lee, There's No Such Thing as an Easy Job by Kikoko Samara, The Memory Police by Yoko Ogawa, Scattered All Over the Earth by Yoko Tawada, The Vegetarian by Han Kang, The White Book by Han Kang, Breast and Eggs by Miko Kawakami, East of Eden by John Steinbeck, The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt, The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle by Murakami, Happy Stories Mostly by Norman Erickson Pasaraibu, Strange Beasts of China by Yang Ji, Tokyo Rene Station by Yu Miri, The Yogini by Sangeeta Bandyopadhyay, Elena Knows by Claudio Pinheiro, Tomb of Sand by Gitan Charlie Shree, Our Lady of the Nile by Scholastic Mukasonga, What Can You See From Here by Mariana Leckie, The Long Song by Andrea Levy, My Sister the Serial Killer by Ian Ken Braithwaite, So that is it. That is that shelf done. Oh, I'm dreading the amount it's going to be. But now I'm going to do the shelf behind you and the book trolley that's behind you. This is my place where I keep all my ARCs and my books to read. So by the time this goes out, I might have read some of these. So I will link it. I will put in the description which ones I've read. So let's just go because I'm scared. All these books you're about to see, they are the ones on the shelf behind me. I've just recorded this once and I forgot to press record. So I am on the verge of tears. I could cry, but I'm not going to. We just go again. That's what life's about, isn't it? You just keep moving forward. So this first sort of few I'm going to show you is sort of the TBR for May. So by the time this comes out, I might have read them. So if I have read them, I will let you know in the description which ones I have already read. But let's go, because I know how many books are behind me now. You don't, but I know because I've just done this once. And Then He Sang a Lullaby by Annie Coyote Sumto Chukwu. Mrs. S by Kay Patrick. Open Throat by Henry Hoke. The Late Americans by Brandon Taylor. Radical Love by Neil Blackmore. A Trans Man Walks into a Gay Bar by Harry Nicholas. Just Like Everyone Else by Sarah Hager Holt. I Like Me Better by Robbie Webb. So that was the TBR. So let's just go on with the others. If I Can Give You That by Michael Gray-Bula. The List by Yomi Adegoke. The Vaster Wilds by Lauren Groff. Fourth Wind by Rebecca Yaros. Sea Change by Gina Chung. Out of Touch by Michael Cyrus. Who Could Love You, Asta Price by Amy Jane Lehan. Act Cool by Toby Smith. Sparrow by James Hines. Dazzling by Tikadili Amali Maju. The Bone Spindle by Leslie Vader. Against the Stars by Christopher Hartland. 5 centimeters per second by Makoto Shinkai. No Country for Old Men by Cormac McCarthy. The Road by Cormac McCarthy. A Magic Steeped in Poison by Judy Eileen. Sunburn by Chloe Michelle Haworth. The Secret Diaries of Miss Anne Lister. The Bass Rock by Evie Wilde. The Sex Lives of African Women by Nana DeCaro. Annie John by Jamaica Kincaid. The Dog of the North by Elizabeth Mackenzie. Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. The Persian Boy by Mary Renault. The 5 Wounds by Kristen Valdez-Quaid. A Loving Faithful Animal by Josephine Rowe. The Consequences by Manuel Munoz. All of You, Every Single One by Beatrice Hitchman. The Leavers by Lisa Coe. The Giant Dark by Sarvat Hassin. Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston. Amari and the Great Game by B.B. Alston. Small Town Pride by Phil Stamper. The Secret Sunshine Project by Benjamin Dean. Show Us Who You Are by Elle McNichol. Norwegian Wood by Murakami. The Listeners by Jonathan Tannehill. The Archaeology of Loss by Sarah Tarlow. Written in Red by Anne Bishop. Persuasion by Jane Austen. Nothing Sung and Nothing Spoken by Nita Tyndall. Euphoria by Lily King. 5 Tuesdays in Winter by Lily King. How to Say Babylon by Sophia Sinclair. I Am Still With You by Emmanuel Uduma. Vladimir by Julia May Jones. Haven by Emma Donoghue. When Women Were Dragons by Kelly Barnhill. The Book of Goose by Yuan Lee. Lot by Brian Washington. The Wedding Heard Around the World by Michael McConnell. Fighting Proud by Stephen Bourne. Wayward Lives, Beautiful Experiments by Saida Hartman. Ace Voices by Eris Young. Deep Sniff by Adam Smith. 100 Queer Poems. We Can Do Better Than This, edited by Amelia Abraham. Hijab Butch Blues by Lamia H. Friendaholic by Elizabeth Day. The Other Side of Mrs. Wood by Lucy Barker. Somebody's Daughter by Ashley C. Ford. See No Stranger by Valerie Kaur. Love Letters of Kings and Queens, edited by Daniel Smith. Anonymous Sex. Warrior Queens and Quiet Revolutionaries by Kate Moss. The Five by Hallie Rubenhold. 6 Tudor Queens, Catherine of Aragon, A True Queen. 6 Tudor Queens, Anne Boleyn, A King's Obsession. 6 Tudor Queens, Jane Seymour, The Haunted Queen. 6 Tudor Queen, Anne of Cleves, The Queen's Secrets. 6 Tudor Queens, Catherine Howard, A Tainted Queen. Why only have 5 of them when there's 6 wives of Henry VIII? I do not know. But now I need to buy the 6th one, so another one added. A Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab. A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab. Bringing Up the Bodies by Hilary Mantel. and The Mirror and the Light by Hilary Mantel. So that's it. That's all the books behind me. That's it, recorded twice. I'm going to have to go have a bar of chocolate and then we'll tackle these shelves behind me. Right, look at this empty shelf behind me. This is so bad. I had a banana. I had some energy. For some energy, I didn't go for chocolate. I had a banana. Well done, Jack, for being healthy. Let's go. There's a lot of books on the shelf I haven't read. I didn't realise. So let's go. An Ember in the Ashes by Sabah Tahir. A Torch Against the Night by Sabah Tahir. A Reaper at the Gates by Sabah Tahir. A Sky Beyond the Storm by Sabah Tahir. Our Violet Ends by Chloe Gong. Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim. Unravel the Dust by Elizabeth Lim. Six Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim. Strange the Dreamer by Lanny Taylor. Muse of Nightmares by Lanny Taylor. The City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. The Kingdom of Copper by S.A. Chakraborty. And The Emperor of Gold by S.A. Chakraborty. A Song of Wraith and Ruins by Roseanne A. Brown. And A Psalm of Storms and Silence by Roseanne A. Brown. Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Sue Lin Tan. Kingdom of Souls by Rena Barron. Reaper of Souls by Rena Barron. Scavenge the Stars by Tara Sim. Redemption by Jordan Ifuku. Jade Fire Gold by June C.L. Tan. Monstrous Design by Kat Dunn. Glorious Poison by Kat Dunn. Jade City by Fonda Lee. Jade War by Fonda Lee. Jade Legacy by Fonda Lee. Song of Silver Flame Like Light by Amelie Wen Zhao. Babel by R.F. Kuang. Iron Widow by Zirin J. Zhao. Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. Royal Assassin by Robin Hobb. The Ship of Magic by Robin Hobb. Ship of Destiny by Robin Hobb. The Mad Ship by Robin Hobb. Fool's Errand by Robin Hobb. The Golden Fool by Robin Hobb. Malice by Heather Walter. We Hunt the Flame by Hazaf Faisal. Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. Sorcerer of the Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. The Wicked King by Holly Black. The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. They're like hanging on by a thread. These will be going soon, I can just feel it. A Psalm for the Wild Built by Becky Chambers. A Prayer for the Crown Shy by Becky Chambers. Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Moby Dick by Herman Melville. Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. Gallant by V.E. Schwab. Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Trust by Hernan Diaz. The Marriage Portrait by Maggie O'Farrell. Blue Hunger by Viola Di Grado. Boulder by Eva Baltazar. Arrangements in Blue by Amy Key. Violets by Alex Hyde. Liberty by Caitlin Greenidge. The Secret Lives of Church Ladies by Disha Filia. Lemon by Corny Son. The Swimmers by Juliet Zaka. The Water Dancer by Tanisi Coates. Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver. The Dutch House by Anne Pratchett. Close to Home by Michael McGee. The Testaments by Margaret Atwood. Flux by Jin Woo Chong. Violets by Kyung Suk Sing. The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. Transcending Kingdom by Argassi. The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. Betty by Tiffany McDaniel. From the Wreck by Jane Rawson. Unsettled Ground by Claire Fuller. The Nickel Boys by Colson Whitehead. Mayflies by Andrew O'Hagan. Summer Water by Sarah Moss. The Promise by Damon Galgut. Soraland by River Solomon. June by Frank Herbert. Queenie by Candy Curtis-Williams. The Mountain Sings by Gwyn Fan Kwai Mai. Dustchild by Gwyn Fan Kwai Mai. The Fountains of Silence by Ruta Sepetys. I Must Betray You by Ruta Sepetys. Anna Kay by Jenny Lee. K-Pop Confidential by Stephen Lee. K-Pop Revolution by Stephen Lee. Punch in the Air by Ibi Zaboy and Yusuf Salam. Full Disclosure by Cameron Garrett. Grown by Tiffany T. Jackson. Grown by Tiffany D. Jackson. Cane Warriors by Alex Wheatle. You've Reached Sam by Dustin Tao. Gods and Monsters by Shelby Morhan. Friends, that's it. That's it. We've got one shelf to go. I'm surrounded by books. My feet have never been this numb in my life, and look at this empty shelf. One more to go. Oh, friends, I thought this shelf was going to be better. It's time for the quiz shelf, the one you've all been waiting for. I thought it was going to be better. I thought there'd be like 5 coming off. I was wrong. Oh, let's just get started. Stay Gold by Toby Lee McSmith. The Fascinators by Andrew Elopoulos. Where We Go From Here by Lucas Rocha. Afterlove by Tanya Byrne. Sorry Bro by Telene Voskini. Solomon's Crown by Natasha Siegel. A Citizen in St. James by Rita Williams Garcia. Ophelia After All by Raquel Marie. If You Still Recognise Me by Cynthia So. 16 Souls by Rosie Talbot. Noah Can't Even by Simon James Green. Noah Could Never by Simon James Green. You're the One That I Want by Simon James Green. Boy Like Me by Simon James Green. Gear Breakers by Zoe Hannah Makuta. The Darkness Outside Us by Elliot Schreifer. Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha. Girls of Storms and Shadow by Nasha Gann. And Girls of Fat and Fury by Nasha Gann. In the Ravenous Dark by A.M. Strickland. In Deep Waters by F.T. Lukens. So This Is Ever After by F.T. Lukens. The Mermaid, the Witch in the Sea by Maggie Takuda Hall. Lost in the Neverwoods by Aidan Thomas. The Sunbearer Trials by Aidan Thomas. Elastaway by Darcy Little Badger. Hell Followed With Us by Andrew Joseph White. Afterglow by Phil Stamper. And They Lived by Stephen Salvatore. Can't Take That Away by Stephen Salvatore. Blame for the Wind by Robbie Couch. The Sky Blues by Robbie Couch. Tonight We Rule the World by Zach Smedley. Darius the Great Deserves Better by Adib Khorram. Dark Rise by C.S. Packard. These Violent Delights by Nika Nemereva. Icebreaker by A.L. Graziadi. Before We Disappear by Sean David Hutchinson. Right Where I Left You. The Wicker King by Kay Ankrum. Anything But Fine by Tobias Madden. Like a Love Story by Abdi Nazem. The Ghost We Keep by Mason Diva. Each of Us a Desert by Marcus Shiro. Meet Cute Diary by Emery Lee. I Wish You All the Best by Mason Diva. Self-Made Boys by Anna Marie McLemore. This Is an Epic Kind of Love Story by Kaysen Calendar. Between Perfect and Real by Ray Stove. Loveless by Alice Oseman. Wonderland by Juno Dawson. What Love Looks Like by Jalaf Gregory. Jay's Gay Agenda by Jason June. There Is Still Love Here by Dean Atta. The Unspoken Name by A.K. Larkwood. The Henna Wars by Adiba Jagadar. Honey and Issues Guide to Fake Dating by Adiba Jagada. I'll Be the One by Lila Lee. The First Star at the End by Adam Silvara. Indivisible by Daniel Aylman. A Little Bit Country by Brian D. Kennedy. One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. The Music of What Happens by Bills Konigsberg. Monsterona by Chloe Spencer. Wicked Little Things by Justin Arnold. My Name is Magic by Zan Van Ruin. The 99 Boyfriends of Micah Summers by Adam Sass. This Is Why They Hate Us by Aaron H. Savas. In the End It Was All About Love by Musa Okawonga. Winter's Orbit by Everina Maxwell. Ocean's Echo by Everina Maxwell. Queer, edited by Frank Gwynn. A Previous Life by Edmund White. Lavender House by Lev A.C. Rosen. Soft Lab by Nick Grimshaw. Bathhouse by P.J. Vernon. 11 Inch by Mike Alwitkowski. Black Leopard Red Wolf by Marlon James. Moonwitch Spider King by Marlon James. Bestiary by K-Ming Chain. Wolf Song by T.J. Klune. Brother and Sister Enter the Forest by Richard Marabella. The Kingdom of Sand by Andrew Holleran. Yes Daddy by Jonathan Parks Ramage. Cleanness by Garth Greenwell. The New Life by Tom Crew. The Guncle by Stephen Rowley. At Certain Points We Touch by Lauren John Joseph. Detransition Baby by Tori Peters. The Swimming Pool Library by Alan Hollinghurst. Loaded by Christos Tislakis. To the Friend Who Did Not Save My Life by Herf Gebert. Dancer from the Dance by Andrew Holleran. Since I Laid My Burden Down by Brontes Purnell. Johnny Would You Love Me If My Dick Were Bigger by Brontes Purnell. Corel of Roberval by Kevin Lambert. Ready to Catch Him Should He Fall by Neil Bartlett. I Am Not Raymond Wallace by Sam Kenyon. In the Absence of Men by Philippe Besson. While England Sleeps by David Levitt. Filthy Animals by Brandon Taylor. Leading Men by Christopher Castellan. The Whale Tattoo by John Ransom. The Great Believers by Rebecca Mackay. A Place Called Winter by Patrick Gale. Tell Me I'm Worthless by Alison Rumfitt. Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry. My Policeman by Bethan Roberts. Confessions of a Mask by Yukio Mishima. The Golden Rim Spectacles by Giorgio Bassani. Maurice by E.M. Forster. The Opposite of a Person by Lake Marsman. Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail by Ashley Herring-Blake, Gideon the Ninth by Tasmin Moore, Harrow the Ninth by Tasmin Moore, and Ironheart by Nina Varela. All Boys Aren't Blue by George M. Johnson. Oh, friends, I've done it. That was the most stressful thing I've ever done. This was a lot of effort. I don't put much effort into things, but this was a lot of effort. This better be my most watched video ever. This is actually the next day. It's Monday again, so a whole week to film this. But my neighbour came home and started doing very loud housework, and it was very annoying. So we're wrapping it up here. I know why you're here. You want to know how many books. So let's break it down. On the little grey shelf the first one I had a look at, there was 8 unread books on that one. Then on the next one we looked at, which surprised me a little bit, there was 35 unread books on that one. Then the shelf that you never really see, the one that was put on my wall by my lovely granddad, there was 72 unread books on that one. Then behind you, like sort of the mess behind you, the little bookcase and the trolley and the arc stack, there was 85 unread books on that one. And then on this shelf here, there was 95 unread books. And then this shelf, the queer shelf, which I had high hopes for, which I thought would have the least amount, there was 125 unread books. 125. So that brings it to a grand total of 333 unread books in this room. 333, come on, that's quite a good number. But 333, that's a bad number. That is pretty disgusting. We're on a book buying ban. The book buying ban is happening. I've got like 4 pre-orders coming, and then that's it. Oh my goodness, 333 books. That's not good. I hope you liked this video. It has been horrendous to film. I've started editing a little bit and it's horrendous to edit. I think you can see me losing the will to live by the end. But I hope you like it. And like I said, if you see a book in this list you think, Jack, you absolute fool, how have you not read that? Please give it to me for the vote, because I'm struggling to choose what to get you guys to vote for because the pressure's getting to me. So I expect to hear from you, especially some of you who come on. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you think 333 is a good number, bad number. It's bad. But thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know so I can pop up on your phone or your laptop. How fun would that be? Just me being like, thank you all so much, and I'm going to speak to you all really, really soon.